And this one is a doozy to start off with. So, if you don't know, which I'm sure you do, this has been out for a while now, there is a company called, Defense Distributed? Yes. That are essentially releasing these plans. Oh, thanks, Google. These plans that are able to make these parts of guns that you need to finish off a previously plastic gun. And also, I think they have one gun where you can completely print it from start to finish, and then you just need like a metal pin or something, and then you can shoot with it. But these guns are completely untraceable. They have no serial numbers. The government doesn't know you have them. You don't have to claim them on anything. And it's all legal as of right now. Not technically, because as this first story puts it here, federal judge in Seattle has blocked the release of these blueprints for 3D printed guns from Defense Distributed, but that's not going to last. That's not not a permanent solution. Obviously, this is very temporary, and this is something that needs to be escalated to a higher authority than one federal judge in Seattle. And there is a lawsuit going in against these guns from a lot of the different states, and they're suing, I think, some sort of large government entity. I can't remember off the top of my head, but this is a huge deal, and it's kind of getting swept under the rug right now with all the other stuff that's been going on in the U.S. and internationally with those other countries that have some crazy stuff going on, but not worrying about those right now. So this federal judge, as I said, blocked this, but that's not permanent. And you might say, how could this possibly be legal? And I would agree with you very much there. The Undetectable Firearms Act came out in 1988. It was updated recently, I think a couple years ago. And this makes it illegal to manufacture, import, sell, ship, deliver, possess, transfer, or receive any firearm that is not detectable by walk-through metal detection. So these plastic guns that are being created, you can so easily walk through a metal detector and board a plane with a plastic gun. And granted, these guns right now, those fully plastic that just need like the one metal pin that you could just probably put in your wallet and put to the side and get that through and then insert it into the gun. Those types of guns only get one shot and then they're destroyed. But still, that one shot is enough to be scary when you have somebody boarding a plane. And at this point right now, we have a temporary ban on it, but that doesn't last. We need something more permanent. And actually, the reason that this is sort of legal is because, oh, look at this. Oh, look at this badass right here, dude. This guy is a freaking thug. Look at him. What a stud. But essentially, these civil rights activists are completely in the clear right now because they claim that since this stuff that they're distributing is just a 3D printer and some computer code, that computer code is protected by the First Amendment because the freedom of speech. And it's just a bunch of, I guess, not ones and zeros, but you get the idea that it's the like programming for these guns, and that's protected by currently, as it stands right now, that is protected by the First Amendment as freedom of speech. That is scary. That is something that is very scary right now. And as I said, they are called Defense Distributed. There's their logo. Wow, guys, very extensive logo there. 2 circles and 2 Ds. You're really stepping it up a notch in the marketing department. But here is their 3D printer, and scrolling down, they call these 80% receivers. And essentially, you would buy all the parts for this gun in plastic, and then this 80% receiver is what their 3D printer would print for you, and that would be the last piece that you need for these guns, and that's completely legal. Scary, 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 scary. So coming down here, there you see the. Actually, it's a beautiful device. Honestly, it is, but what you can do with it is not. So that is what you can use to print those 80%ers. So that was plastic freaking guns. And next up we have Trump's Twitter this week.